Yes, people, what's going on? Hope you guys are well. I don't even, in the words of Oscar Piastri, I'm speechless. That's the only way I can get through this week, and I don't know how we're gonna get through it together tonight. And just when we thought Vegas would be bad, or maybe the worst thing, McLaren said, "Hold my beer." I'm joined with Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracas. What's going on, brother?
Nothing's going on but depression, man.
But
That's the only
depression.
thing that's happening. I need this season to be over, man. I'm tired, man.
Guys, we've got one race to go. There's one race to go, and 3 people are still in this title race. Do you know how mad that is? Like
At the start of that race,
mm,
you told me that on a laughed.
yeah. Because you would have thought Max would have been out of sight. With the
I
way
thought it was
the
just going to be a
weekend.
show. It would have been just a showdown between Oscar and Lando. It would be a whole different vibe on the show.
Completely different vibe. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but strangely enough, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. I mean, Mahad, man, I just want to know how you're feeling, bro. What's going on?
You know what it is, yeah? I feel like there's different types of McLaren fans. You all go through different stages of being a McLaren fan, right? And for some people, the recent McLaren fan, this is their first type of title fight and running at the front. This is their first experience going through all of this. This ain't my first rodeo, man.
It's not, is it?
I've had a lot of trauma from the late 90s all the way to now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hardened to it. I'm like, and I feel like I'm seeing people's reaction like, oh, how can McLaren do this? How can McLaren do that? I've seen this movie, man.
Yeah.
I've seen this movie already. For whatever you think can't happen, will happen. I know we talk about what can go wrong, will go wrong with Ferrari.
I know.
We're of the same ilk.
It's crazy.
We're there when it comes to this type of stuff, right? So for me, I'm just like, I'm completely open now. Whatever happens on Sunday. If Max wins, fine, so be it.
Wow.
I've checked out.
That's where you are. You've checked out.
I've checked out. I do not care. I do not care. I'm checked out. You collected the constructors. You was all you could have just cakewalked this. Could have cakewalked it. Just Vegas and this just cakewalked it. Now we're here where we are. Was it like 12 points? I don't even know what it is. It's a
12.
minuscule amount to Max, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not interested. I don't even want to watch the race, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Do you know, I
do not care. I do not care.
There is a big part of me that's like, do I want to watch this race? Do I really want to put myself through?
I know what the outcome's gonna be, bro. I know what the outcome's gonna be, bro.
What's the outcome gonna be?
That Max Verstappen's gonna win the title. I already know the outcome.
God.
So I don't need to watch it, bro. I don't care.
In the comment section, who is winning this title? Because if Matt has come out of the blocks, yeah, and he said he's checked out, he's done, he doesn't want to watch the race, and he says Max Verstappen. I know what's going to happen already. Max Verstappen is going to win the world championship. That is what Mahad is telling us, live and direct, guys. And some are agreeing with you. Knokov, what's going on? Hope you're good. Max is winning. Adam Heddle, have a bad feeling it's Max. I even Nom says, look, I don't even know anymore because we are our own worst enemy. Mohammed, shout out to you. Max will win. I mean, this is crazy behavior. I'm sorry. Like, guys, race 23 of 24, and we are here. We are here. Shout out to Rocket. What's Rocket's original name? I know this avatar.
this YouTube update has messed us up, guys.
YouTube's
We
throwing us
knew
off.
all your names, and now they gave us the @, like it's Twitter,
Oh,
and it's
yeah, I
messing us
wonder
up.
if is it StreamYard or is it YouTube?
I think I'm gonna check on YouTube while you're talking.
But yeah, Rocket says I'm with Mahad. Right now, I don't care because I don't honestly believe we deserve to win it anymore. I think that's a lot of human flyers. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Do McLaren deserve to win this title, Mahad?
At this moment in time,
Not at this moment in time. Oh, the mic's gone. Is that? We can't hear you running, but we can see you running.
I unblocked it.
There he is. You unplugged it, right? Okay. Let's try and do a show today because I don't know how we're gonna do it. I'll be honest with you. Like I thought Vegas was bad, but yeah. What's your headline from the Qatar Grand Prix? And you as well in the chat. What's your headline?
Where is
Will
Courtenay?
Talk to me. Who's Will Courtenay?
The head, Hannah Schmidt's boss, the head of strategy at Red Bull that we hired. Where's he at?
Because you know what I've heard this weekend? I've heard Randy Singh come to the stage.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, people underestimate what Zach's gonna do in the off season. Man, their heads are gonna roll, man.
Yeah,
heads are gonna roll for this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there will be consequences to it, but how did we not negotiate this guy to get out of Red Bull? So Audi can get Jonathan Wheatley, but we can't get Will Courtenay, the person that we hired 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's not even a strategy thing. Do you know what? It's not a strategy thing. Do you know why it's not a strategy thing? Yeah. Because why does every other team knew what strategy to do and we didn't?
Literally, that's what I'm saying. It's not even Hannah's strategy. It's the whole grid knew what to do but us.
So it's not even like, oh, this is a masterclass Red Bull. Brother, everybody did it.
What are your thoughts on Red Bull bringing Hannah to the stage on the podium?
Yeah, dunk on our head. It's deserved. It's absolutely deserved.
Man. So people have put here shambles as a headline. Shout out to Z. Human Flyers says headline.
What are these conversations they're having before races?
Real talk, man.
Okay, if there's a safety car in lap 5 or whatever, what are we gonna do? Their thought is we're gonna stay out on a race where everybody's got maximum laps that they have to do on a tire.
I mean, it's the fact that he, as Z's put here, Stella said, mate, we didn't think everyone would go in. We didn't think everyone would go in.
Therefore, that's a massive red flag then.
Do you know what? Yeah. So, did you watch the race live?
That means McLaren is doing some next shit. They're doing some. Their strategy meetings and everything like that is different to 9 other teams on the grid. They're having different conversations. Are they 3D chessing it? What are they doing?
I mean, look. Let's finish these headlines and we'll get into that stuff there as well. My headline is Oscar Piastri's radio at the end. Speechless. Like speechless. Like I have no words. You
should be speechless.
When I think Ted Kravitz did his notebook and said when McLaren normally come to talk early doors, post race they're quick to talk to Sky, whoever. And he said that these guys had basically said, yeah, not right now. We'll come afterwards. Like, not now. And he said that they looked shell shocked at the pit lane. And I'm thinking, this is crazy to me because in my mind during the race, when lap 7 happened and it all kicked off, and I saw everyone go in except McLaren and Ocon, I genuinely thought, yo, these men are doing something. Yeah, 4D, 8D chess. These man, they've got something. They've got something here, because it was such an error. Or let me say it was so different, because I didn't think it was an error as bad as it would be right now at the time. At the time, I just thought, okay, fine, they're going to do something different. It won't be that detrimental. It shouldn't cost us the race win. And I thought they've got something up their sleeve, because it's so glaringly big that they've got to. I was trying to find ways of their magic. Do you know?
You was on copium.
I was on the biggest copium you could find. Because how many times have I come on this podcast and I said, yo, when I saw these men go into the mediums or into the hards, I said, what are they doing? Lo and behold, best strategy of the day. I remember saying this to my, and here's the thing, my wheel knowledge is shambolic. So I never go into a race thinking I know what to do was better. Even in an era like this, I was there thinking there's something they're doing. And I was waiting to hear Stella's reasoning at the end of the race. And he quite simply just said, bro, I did not think everyone would pit. And that's alarming. Because if the grid pitted and then half didn't, then it's okay. Then you know, I think we would have been okay. I think we would have all been okay. But, and I think whose team radio? Was it Oscar's team radio or was it Lando's, where they talked about what was the term called, flexibility they used, where it was like basically like nobody else will have the flexibility that we will have when it comes to the lap 32 and whatever else.
Why are you talking about flexibility on a race where you already got mandatory pit stops?
Mandatory pit stops. That's the problem.
Like, it's mandated you have to do 25 laps max.
What flexibility? I was lost. I was lost because literally, as I said, they are doing 8D chess. I know they're doing something that's beyond my remit. So absolutely, let's wait for it.
It's not 8D chess. Have you ever seen that thing from The Simpsons when Bart Simpson's playing chess in the park and he's playing 3 different people and then they all go checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. That's what they're doing, bro.
Oh my God. Mahad, like, bro, you're telling me, this title goes to Verstappen next weekend?
It has to be.
Is that just to teach us a lesson? Is it to teach our boys a lesson?
Hold licks for nonsense.
Oh my God.
And the drivers don't even deserve it. The drivers did well this weekend, especially Oscar. Oscar did fantastic.
Oscar was back.
To bounce back, the guy's been DOA since the start of the NFL season. I said week 1. That was the last time he was on the podium. We're week 13. The brother's been ghost. Oscar's been a ghost.
That's
crazy. Back, he's alive to try to revive this thing. And then you know what they said? Nah. Sorry, mate.
Nah.
It would have been the easiest win ever, bro. Clean air. Nobody could overtake. Max is not overtaking this guy.
Mahad, I was gobsmacked at the end of this race. Not even at the end. You know when Oscar, and I knew that this was a real cock up when Oscar decides I need to get in the pits now. I might as well go in now to change these tires so I can at least try and hunt down Max. And the fact that they said, yeah, we'll do that. That's when Oscar kind of rescued a little bit of dignity.
But then this is where you lose. This is where the drivers will, and I'm surprised they haven't lost trust, but this is where you lose real trust with the strategy team. Because they trust the strategy team to have the right plan.
Yeah. So
they're not going to question it, whatever. If you really, let's say you're Carlos Sainz at Ferrari, if you really don't trust the strategy team, you're just boxing. You're telling them, I'll box it. You're halfway around the lap and say, I'll box it.
Yeah.
Be ready, because I don't trust you guys' strategy. I think we've probably got to that point now where neither driver trusts strategy.
Next season, it will be that, yeah.
Lando himself knew we should have boxed, I should have just copied Verstappen. I'm right behind him. And he questioned it straight away, why am I not boxing? Because he's been in F1 for a long time. He knows that he should be boxing in that scenario.
Mate, he's McLaren.
But then Lando's put the trust in the team, and so has Oscar. Oscar's put the trust in the team. They could have easily boxed both of them. The safety car came out when they were halfway through that, or one quarter through that. They had bare time to get ready, to get the tires ready. They could have done everything.
Loads of time. Loads of time.
And then I think it's arrogance as well. There's a level of arrogance to think that, guess what? We cannot take a pit stop under a safety car and make up that time. Who do we think we are, bro?
Okay.
Are we in a galactic spaceship?
So I thought we could do that.
No.
I'll raise my hand. I thought we could do that. Mahad, I was there watching this race thinking they've done this for a reason. I'm not going to sit here and believe this is purely idiotic behavior. I couldn't believe that.
You watched Silverstone 24, bro.
You were there, yeah. I mean, a team that has, we're talking about excellence, professionalism. This is a world-class sport. The best of the best get into these teams. They know something I don't know. I cannot believe they were like everybody else was right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like everybody else was right about this race, except McLaren. Even, what's funny? Ocon goes and changes as well. Ocon goes and gets rid of those tires literally like the next lap, if not the lap after. He makes the move because he thinks this is ridiculous, this is stupid. He gets off. And you know what's even worse? Why haven't we gone on to the softs if we're going to do this, like medium, hard? We went medium, hard, didn't we? Why didn't we just go medium, soft? Because we got, there was, who did 20
laps? You got to make up
softs?
time. Why are you not on softs?
Yeah, somebody did 20 laps on the softs. Who was it? Was it Bortoletto at the end? I'm seeing Bortoletto on 20 laps.
We put on hards, bro. We put on hards at the end. I started laughing. I said,
why is there hards on
our car? Taking the piss, man. Are you taking the piss? Put the softs on now so these guys can overtake who they need to overtake immediately, bro.
Oh, man.
What are you doing?
Honestly, I genuinely thought we still got the fastest car. Like, don't we?
Listen, not in that scenario. You can't give up a pit stop in Formula 1. What do you think this is? It's a whole last pit stop. Who do you think? Who do you think you are doing that? That you think? Yeah, I don't need to box under a safety car. What are you talking about?
Oscar finished how many seconds behind Max? Was it 7 seconds?
He made up a lot of time.
He made up bare time because what was he? 17 seconds behind.
This ain't Le Mans. You ain't got 24 hours to make up the time.
That's the truth of the matter. That's the fact of the matter. This is not Le Mans.
This is a limited time race. It's a limited laps.
Drea saying, look, no way, Peter. They were scared to take a risk and pit their lead car because they always only react to others. And then they wanted to be fair to Oscar and didn't pit Lando. Jeez, man.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, because once they realize they put Oscar on hards, they can't. They don't want to be unfair to Oscar and put Lando on softs as well. At the end, when they realize Lando's going to be behind Kimi and Sainz.
But then strategy. Yeah, talk to me. Does a strategy team have one for Oscar and one for Lando?
I thought they were splitting now. They said this already. They were doing up different tires in Belgium and that.
Because it sounds like
I thought they could diverge strategy. I don't understand why that race they decided not to diverge strategy. I thought they were doing their own thing each side.
And you know what? Human Fly says this: like, if they boxed Oscar and nobody else was boxed, we'd be saying different things.
That's the risk you got to take. Because it's kind of like Hamilton in
Silverstone.
Hungary.
Hungary.
When he stayed out.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like let's say for example Oscar boxed.
Okay, so why did that work? Is it because it wasn't a mandatory pit stop? Is that why?
No, I can't remember what that was, but I think for Oscar, if they didn't box him, they left him out, and then they see Verstappen boxing, you have to make Lando box. You've been forced. I know it's gonna fuck over Oscar, but you've been forced now to split strategy. You can't. You have to do what Verstappen's gonna do.
And that was one thing we used to praise Oscar for, because Oscar.
And then if Oscar goes in, and Max stays out, then they're screwed.
Yeah.
And maybe you copy the same thing with Lando. But
yeah, Steph
we're behind Max, so you just copy Max. How much times have we said this? Just copy Red Bull, bro.
Yeah, copy Red Bull.
Just copy them. What you do? Just do exactly mirror them.
Nothing to lose.
But this is nothing new, guys, man. We were in midfield getting packed in strategy by Alpine.
We were constantly as well.
What's with that same team? Do you think what they're gonna do up front? if you're getting outdone by Alpine in midfield, what's gonna happen when you got up front and you haven't changed the strategy?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
No,
basically they didn't even just get done by Red Bull. They got done by the whole grid. You got done by Williams, bro.
yeah. Yeah. Carlos Sainz being on the podium is crazy work. That's crazy work. And you know when Max Verstappen himself is saying, listen, let's keep it a buck here. I'm in this title race because others are handing it to me. That can't be said by your rival. Your rival can't be saying that to you. They cannot be saying that to you, honestly. I love that on the stream, right? We've got more viewers, I think, today than we've ever had on the stream, right? All of you smash a like on the damn video, okay? Because this is... Mahad is conceding the title, guys. This is where we're at.
I'm not conceding the title. I just basically said I'm not interested in the season anymore. I'm
out. So what's that then?
I'll be back for the season review pod.
For the season review for the awards.
AD pod. I'll be there for the awards. AD, I'm not here. I'm not interested.
AD, mate. I don't think I can stomach it. And it's the fact it's this weekend. It's crazy. Let's get into some of these comments, man. Shout out to Steph. Hope you're doing good. Evening, guys. Can't believe what I'm witnessing. We should have wrapped up both championships a long time ago. I said at the start of the season, the only team that can stop us is ourselves. Imagine my shock. That's the thing, isn't it? You would say these things in like almost in jest at the beginning of the season. But these last two races, guys, and the fact that we're going into hellfire, the last race of the season, back to back, it's like I need a 2-week break before we get to this final race, because I genuinely think the fact that these are all back-to-back races, do I trust us? The truth of the matter is I don't trust us, because even when my team is on pole position and leading the race, clean air, you know, all of that talk we've spoken about with the McLaren car, that's what we had. And in fact, to get a crash at 57-lap race, you have 2 mandatory pit stops of tires that can only last 25 laps each. You're then left with 7 laps to go. And lap 7 is when you get a safety car. You couldn't write this. You couldn't write this. And what did we do?
Who's doing the math at McLaren?
Who's doing the maths?
Who's got the calculator out?
That's a good question, man. That's a great question. Who's got the calculator out? Because honestly, it was handed to us, that safety car. What's the racing point? Evening. I couldn't imagine that things would get any worse than Vegas, but here we are. The events that happened in these last 2 races can only be described as self-sabotage. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm beyond. You know what? Yeah, like I was amazed when Max Verstappen won his first race of the year in Japan. I was amazed when what other race wins were there? There was a few other race wins where I'm like, really, guys, this is what we're doing. We are race 23 of 24, in which Max Verstappen has won the last 2 races, and before that he'd won, I think 4 in. He won like 3 or 4 in 7. And I'm like, wait, you know, Lando Norris's victories were kind of not papering over the cracks, but were helping us get through this. And now we're here again. What's the racing point? It continues to say, if I were Lando, I would leave the team on Monday morning next week, regardless of the outcome. They don't deserve him. I've heard a lot of talk about both drivers here. Did you see Mark Webber post-match? Post-race?
No, I didn't see it, no. I didn't watch any post-race. Post-race.
Post-race?
Post-race. After that.
Post-race? Oh, I drank it all in, mate. I needed answers. No, because I needed answers. I was fishing for the information. I needed to know what was going on. Bernie Collins, yeah, was so funny because she was like, you know, it's one thing to have a strategy and you think maybe we could do something, but she goes, but when everybody pits, she couldn't fathom it. And this is a woman who, you know, big time strategist at Aston Martin. She gets
strategist for us.
This is oh yeah, of course, yeah, even for us. Like this woman knows this game. She knows this field. And she said, but when everybody pits, like, no, this is well, what are we doing here? That was crazy. But then I was also hearing, like, you know, Oscar Piastri, we know what he's like. The guy left Alpine in his sleep. Do you know the ones? Whilst we were in bed, he was there like, excuse you, I'm not going to Alpine. And then I saw Mark Webber in the McLaren, I guess, like hospitality area, because there was Lando's mum and dad. They were there, and then right next to them was Webber on the phone, like on the call. And I was thinking, uh-oh. And he did not look happy one bit. And I'm thinking, what's going to go down between now?
I wouldn't be surprised if both drivers leave.
So the news is broken today that Isak Hadjar's gone to Red Bull, right, next year.
Yeah.
And, we got Arvid Limblad, right? And the story everywhere is like, right, 2026, drivers are locked in. I'm there thinking, hang on a minute, guys. Don't be so sure that these drivers are all locked in, because these two McLaren drivers, I'm pretty sure, will be having serious conversations. There's being, like, as we speak, there's a meeting that's taking place today, I'm sure of it, with your Zach Brown, Stellers, Oscar, Lando, whoever. There is serious conversations going on, because they have to have a crisis meeting today, if not yesterday. They need a crisis meeting to say, look, guys, what the hell are we doing?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is? There's an unspoken agreement, look, between the drivers and the team, is that you as drivers win us the constructors title, which equals money, and then we'll give you an opportunity to win the drivers title, right? That's the exchange, right?
Yeah.
The exchange ain't happening, bro, because it should have been a scenario where it's Oscar versus Lando on the final race.
It should
because
be.
then McLaren could be like, we've upheld our bit of the agreement. Thank you for giving us the constructors. Now it's between you two for your title. This is your destiny, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Them man have just gone like that to the paper and been like, you know what? We'll add Max to the mix because we're being incompetent. So we've added Max to the mix.
A bit of sauce. You know what I mean? I'm stunned, Mahad. I'm stunned. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get through that weekend.
Zach's a fireman. Zach's a fireman. He'll fire people.
He will.
He don't sit on his hands.
He will.
He's got the Bahrainis. He's got the big bosses, the chairman. They'll be like, you need to rectify this. Even if we come out of this situation with constructors title and drivers title, he'll be like, you gotta rectify some of this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
People gotta get fired for this. I'm not somebody that I hate saying somebody's got to go. These are people's livelihood. This is their jobs.
Yeah.
But in any walk of life, this is incompetence, bro. It's malpractice.
It's malpractice.
And in any other walk of life, you would get let go.
Man.
Because this is what we're seeing right now. The last two races is just incompetency.
It
at the highest level.
It is.
Right, look, the last race, that's not even bad luck. That's just being incompetent.
That was incompetence, yeah.
That's a double podium right there.
And
calm. Double podium, get out of there, Max is out, done.
The week before, same thing. The week before was incompetence. You know what I mean? Like, nobody else had this problem except us, again. Like, we can't be the only ones having these issues compared to everybody else. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't. Drea says, I don't know what they are doing anymore. This was Drea's first comment, by the way. You know, Drea normally gives us an intro. How you guys doing? Look, it's been whatever kind of week it's been, but always remember what's at hand here, this, that, and the other. Measured, yeah? This one here, I don't know. The first time, I don't know what they're doing anymore. You're breaking Drea, guys. Like, Drea doesn't break.
There's not a real understanding of what they're doing. Do they know what they're doing? How can we know what they're doing if they don't know what they're doing?
Yeah. I mean, goes on to say, look, we should celebrate the season, but I'm only tired at this point and I want it to be over. These last 2 weekends are a debacle and it's not the drivers. I know.
It's literally not the drivers.
Yeah, on these last 2 weekends for sure. It
will be painted as like the drivers, they bottled it.
Yeah.
But are people seeing the levels of incompetency that's going on by the team? That's got nothing to do with the drivers. Add up how much points have been dropped right now in the last 2 races. Yeah, Max would not be in the title fight.
He wouldn't
not be there.
He shouldn't be. I mean, like you say, it is a debacle, man. It is a debacle. And you know what's funny? Yeah? Norris made a mistake in qualifying, by the way, right?
Yeah.
and it's not even anywhere near what we witnessed from the team as a whole. Like,
he made a mistake in qualifying and still finished on the front row.
To be fair, yeah. And could
there
have
was no
been on the podium.
consequence to it. It's a consequence that he didn't win the race and win the title, but it's a consequence. But imagine he was in the lead and they still did that strategy.
Yeah, man.
That would have been the most insane way to lose a title.
Yeah.
That he would have been leading the race, and then they did that with the strategy.
Who would have thought it, man? Who would have friggin' thought it? Federico says, "Hi everyone. Why can't the entire team lock in for these last couple of races, man? Everyone's sweating. Everyone's squeaky bum time. Everyone's just flapping."
Isn't this a mirror of last year? Because why the hell did it go to the last race?
Why did Ferrari? Why did we challenge?
We were talking on here after Qatar. Like, how the hell is it going to the last race to win the constructors?
Yeah,
should have been wrapped up. Yeah. We're here again. Are they just doing it for the vibes? Just for the excitement?
They can't.
I don't know.
They can't be. They can't be. Like last year, I mean, we hadn't won a constructors since what, 2007? No,
yeah, 2000... but the levels of why we were even there in the first place was due to incompetency, bro.
Yeah,
and then we're here again.
So they can't have been doing it for vibes. That's for damn sure. It's not like we're winning. We were winning those trophies. We'd gone through the mire.
And then we put the whole season on the line for a bloody pit stop in AD to make sure the pit stop worked. And Lando driving.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
We put the whole season on the line for that moment. And again, we've got the whole season on the line. And it's literally if Lando gets a podium or some next circumstances where Oscar wins. Right?
Yeah.
And do you know what's so funny? If you'd asked me in May, can Lando get a podium? Lando was getting podiums in his sleep, even when he was struggling.
Yeah, he was.
When he couldn't even drive the car, when he was doing recovery drives from P10, he was still getting podiums. But now, I don't trust him to get a podium. And it won't be nothing to do with the drivers. It'll be strictly
on him. Yeah. The thing is, like, for Oscar to win the championship next Sunday, it will take quite a, there's some circumstances that have to fall into play. It'll be quite extraordinary. But we know that if Lando wins this championship next Sunday, we know it won't be straightforward. We all know this. It will go down to the last lap. It will go down to the last 3 or 4 laps, where we're hoping that he holds on to P3, for example, just to be on that podium so that at least he's clinched it. I don't see McLaren winning the race. Maybe Piastri, but I don't see Lando winning the race. But I can see him being champion by finishing on the podium. It's you can't predict anything. That's the thing. You can't predict a damn thing. Adam says, cannot believe what's happening right now. 2 weeks, 2 awful races. It will be nervy weekend this weekend. Phil for Oscar, drove superb all weekend. Lando, bit off it. Not his best weekend, but still he should have had a P3, right? Is your point. What's the racing point? It says the last 2 races were supposed to be victory parade, but instead we'll be fighting for our lives against Max on Sunday. Steph says, good evening, guys. It's only my 2nd year watching this sport, but I already feel like I can't watch it anymore. Trust me, Steph, you're in, funny enough, you're in the good season. You're in the good period. Oh, mate, I wish you was there from throughout the nonsense we've seen. That's the thing, we've seen nonsense, Steph, right? And we saw nonsense in midfield. We saw nonsense at the back of the grid. To see it happening at the front of the grid is just diabolical. Drea says, I don't believe the favouring Lando crap either. This was typical McLaren again, too scared to be proactive instead of
favouring Lando. They're letting Max win. What are you people talking about? When are people going to open their eyes and just know that these men are just moving incompetent, bro? I need people to open their eyes. People are talking about favouring Lando, favouring Oscar. Do you not understand what team you're in right now?
Yeah.
Do you not see what's transpiring? That another driver is coming in. What conspiracy theory is there to be had?
Is there
now that they've given another opportunity to somebody else that's not even in the team? What setup is there?
Is there something to be said though? Somebody mentioned it in the comment earlier because I was hearing all papaya rules, all this nonsense, it's costing them this, is costing them that, whatever. I was there like, is there something to be said that, as somebody mentioned earlier on the stream, the fact that Oscar didn't go in meant that Lando wasn't going to go in and Lando wouldn't go on softs because Oscar went on hards afterwards. Is there something about papaya rules to some extent where that fell in play? Is that the reason why Lando doesn't go on a different tire to Oscar? Yeah,
probably. But then we've seen early in the season they've done different tires and they've done different things. So I thought we were done with all of that.
Mate,
There's no consistency whatsoever, man.
I forgot all about it.
If they've got a crib sheet of just, okay, this scenario, do this, do that, there's no consistency. You already diverse strategies already this season, so just carry on.
Yeah. Mate.
The whole Hungary win was a diversion strategy. What are we doing here?
Yeah. It's mad.
It's just bad decision, compounding bad decision, compounding bad decision. This has got nothing to do with the framework of the drivers or anything like that. It's just literally bad. It's, what do they call it? When people say, "Oh, is it the manager? Is it the players?" Da, da, da. It's just bad ball. You're playing bad ball. Yeah. This is bad F1. This is the fundamentals just absolutely crap in the wind.
Yeah, it is. It's just bad. Yeah, it's bad F1. We're doing bad F1, mate. Steph Flo, what's going on, man? That's got Hover, you know. That's so funny. It's podium or bust for our boys. It's time to see what our team is really made of. Even if we win, this will still feel like such a downer to end what should have been an incredible season. Wild.
That's the worst thing about it. They've ruined it. They've ruined it. Whether Oscar wins or Lando wins, they've ruined it. The perception of the title. Nobody cares, bro. It's gonna see that, oh, you nearly bowled. It's took the shine off. I don't know how Zach's gonna market this to sponsors. A championship is a championship, I hear it. But it's been ruined. It's categorically been ruined. And do you know what? Do you know what's so funny? Yeah,
man.
In my head, I always like, until the last race, you need to have some sort of big margin because you need to take into account that McLaren might fuck it up, right? But they got rid of Lando's margin after Brazil. He had a 49-point lead over Max.
He did,
and that's the buffer that you needed. And guess what they said? We'll throw it out the window.
Mate, how are we here, man? How have we got here? Honestly, Mohammed says, evening, guys. Peter, you asked me last week if Mohammed in the work. No, but I missed it. Sorry, I'm from Saudi. It wasn't you. Yeah, I spoke to that. I spoke to the other Mo, and he said that it wasn't him. But yeah, shout out to you though. Thanks you for joining us. Dre says, and if you're too scared to pit your lead car, you at least don't screw both drivers. Just to be fair, I mean that's what it seemed like people were saying. They were like, well, if we're gonna do it to one, we might as well do it to the other in order to keep it fair. Adam saying Oscar was 104 points ahead at Zandvoort. Now he's third in the standings and 16 points separates the top three. Just wild.
This is malpractice, bro.
Like the sun was out. When Oscar was top of the league, top of the championship, the sun was out. I remember I was going for walks around where I live. You know what I mean? It was it was a beautiful day. It was like every week you put on Formula One, and it was a McLaren car on front. You know what I mean? It was one, and at this point, Oscar was like, you know, before the summer break, Oscar was flying. How easy life was then.
Life comes at you fast, man.
It does. The clocks change. It's dark at 4 o'clock, and everything just feels like funeral business. Last week was a funeral for our team, a double disqualification. And now we're here.
You know what it is, though? Oscar, whatever happens at the end of the season, yeah, Oscar's reputation will be intact. It'll be fine.
Because of how bad McLaren are at this moment in time as an organization.
He'll be fine. If he ends up third, or if he ends up second, he doesn't end up winning, whatever, his reputation will be intact. Whatever, he'll be fine. Lando's reputation will be intact.
In tatters? What if he lost it? If he lost the title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's no fault of his own.
Not really, but yeah, because also really.
They'll look at 24, they'll look at the beginning of the season, they'll just kind of add all of this stuff up, you know what I'm saying? So, but McLaren's reputation would be tatters as well.
Yeah, they would look like jokers, Zach.
But then Zach is measured on the constructors. His KPIs is the constructors. Yeah. And so he's passed whatever he needed to pass. His job is not under threat at all over this. And that's his ability to retain his drivers is on the front.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, like, we know Zach to deal with the matter. If there's a problem, if he sees a virus, he gets rid of it. So even if, like, for this season alone, people might clown him, even though he's won the constructors comfortably, he will deal with the problem over the winter. and we'll be walking into next season with with new personnel to stop the shenanigans, man. Mohammed said, "What a joke of a weekend, embarrassment, back-to-back embarrassment." Said Z. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I mean, people are saying, they're gonna win the championship. Max is gonna do it. TSJ Awesome says, "I had a generational crash out on Twitter." I'm sure you're not the only one, man. I want to see some of these tweets, man. What did you say? Steflo said Lando is still the favorite for no other reason other than he needs 3 other cars to beat him, and I can't see that happening. But with the form McLaren is on, who even knows? That's the thing. You can't predict what the next race will be, because I never thought my team would get a double disqualification this season. I never thought my team would see a pit stop arise in the safety car situation that was gifted to us and not take the opportunity, whilst everybody else did. I didn't see Max Verstappen winning as many races this season as Oscar Piastri and as Lando Norris. They all have 7 wins each. When does that happen in Formula One, guys? I've never seen 3 drivers have the same race wins at the top. That's never happened in Formula One. That's never happened. So, there's trust me, Steph, I'm with you. Like, if you want to even dare predict what happens, Sainz has got 2 podiums in a Williams, whereas Hamilton hasn't got 1 in a Ferrari. We could be here all day. Isaac Hadjar's got a podium, no? Kimi's got a couple. It's speechless, speechless, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm looking at the driver standings now, yeah? Kimi Antonelli is 2 points behind Lewis Hamilton. Kimi Antonelli is 2 points behind Lewis Hamilton. I'm thinking, yeah, okay. It is what it is. And even, what's it called? Carlos Sainz is now P9. This guy was like P17 for most of the season. So, yeah, we can't predict nothing. Jack Grealish says Lando Masterclass required, or it's Lebrova. It's Lebrova. I mean, look, it could. Do you see a world in where Oscar wins it, Mahad?
If Lando ain't winning, it has to be Oscar. He has to pick up the pieces, bro.
But Oscar has
something happens to Lando and he's like P8. Oscar, you better win that race, bro.
What would you like on a real? What would you? Because he's P3 Oscar right now. What would you do if Oscar won this championship?
I'd be like, thank fuck for that. All I care about is if one of these guys wins. I don't care. Wins were a disgrace.
Yeah. No, for real.
Which I think Max is gonna win because I've seen the script, bro. I've seen the script.
Look, this is the prediction, I think. If it's a boring race, Lando wins it. If it's chaos, Max wins. Felix says, look, Norris was good under pressure last year. Got to hope for the same. I feel like when the pressure's been turned on this year, Felix, I have a feeling that Lando's cracked. And when I say under pressure, I mean it in a sense of like Canada has scarred me this season.
Yeah, but that wasn't even pressure, though. That was just being stupid.
But it was being.
What pressure was there? They were fighting for P5 or P4 or whatever it was.
They were fighting for P4, P5, but it was the fact that Lando's reputation at the time and where Oscar was cruising for a P4. He didn't mind. I don't have to win this. I can just catch a P4 and let's go home. Whereas Lando, it was like the thing of like, your teammate is dunking on you, man. You need to do something about this. And that's why I was like, pressure is like is a different kind of, I don't know, different kind of term. Not quite the same.
I think he's all right. I think he's all right under pressure and stuff like that. I'm more fearful of him getting a slow stop or something stupid happening. Safety car effing him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to pit stops, you know what I mean? I'm out of hope. I'm done, man. I'm not really bothered.
Chris says Lando deserves to win it. He literally clawed back a 34-point deficit. He did indeed against his teammate in the same car. Shout out to you, Mo. What's going on? This is the guy who I work with, Mo. Kibe, what's going on? Absolutely fuming. Biggest fumble of all time. If we lose this driver's title, head should roll. Mo from Arsenal. Thing is, Mo saw me yesterday, bro, and it was like, I'm not. It's talk about it. We're not talking about this right now. And everybody that in my workplace, like everyone has tried to talk to me about Formula One. I'm like, no, we're not doing this now. We're not doing this now. I have no words because my head was hot on Monday.
I'm not talking to no one about it. Like, I ignored people. I asked them, how was your weekend? I'm not interested. Don't talk to me about McLaren.
I said to you before we went live, like, look, Arsenal didn't win on the weekend. I was fuming about that. McLaren, I don't even know what to call what we did on the weekend. And my team, my NFL teams is like 3-8, the Washington Commanders. I mean, what the hell are they doing? But yeah, so it's been a bad sports weekend all round. And you know what, guys? Thankfully, I didn't watch any of them live. But the Formula One, I had to watch it when I got back. I was away on the weekend, but I got back to watch the whole race, and gobsmacked is all. As Mo says here, fuming, fumble, and yeah, head should definitely roll. They will roll. Zach Brown, mate, he will fire people there. Like he'll fire people there on site.
In AD.
In AD, yeah. Drea says, look, we just need Lando on the podium. That should be possible, at least from his driving. We just have to hope for a legal car, no engine failures, wrong time safety cars, punches, or other bad luck. But that's the problem, isn't it, Drea? You gave us one thing that we should.
The door's open now. We had a buffer. That could have been wrapped up in Qatar. If we didn't get disqualified for Vegas, he wouldn't even have to win Qatar.
No,
he could have just finished on the podium and it would have been done.
I was so fuming that Oscar didn't get that victory in Qatar, man. I'm fuming because the boy was coming back.
Gone. How many victories have we given up this year?
Yeah. Steph says that they'll forgive them if they fix next year. I mean, like forgive
like a 2007, and then we win the title in 2008. Them ones.
Did you forgive McLaren then?
No.
Exactly. I was gonna say 2008. I don't remember forgiving them because, in fact, Lewis Hamilton.
It was exciting the way we won it. I was like, oh, that's fantastic.
Lewis Hamilton.
But I still remember 2007.
I remember 2007 clearly, but also 2008, guys. Do you know who the Max Verstappen in 2008 was? Lewis Hamilton. Lest we forget, Masters Lando Norris, mate. Like, lest we forget, or at least Oscar Piastri because of Lewis finished P5. It's ironic, right? I don't know, Steph. Oh, you've brought back some serious drama from back in the day, man. There's no need for it, man. There's no need for it. Z saying, look, Stella said they didn't think they would pit. Why would he think this?
Well, I don't know, man. It's when ones where you're a manager and you get briefed by by the people you manage. You know what I'm saying? Manager, and they're telling you this and they're telling you that. They're feeding you information. Because Stella's not on the ground level when it comes to strategy. He's getting this information from Randy Singh or whoever that's working on strategy, and he's just repeating what they said. Right? Yeah. But at some point, Stella's got to say he's got to question these lot beforehand and be like, "What do you mean we're not boxing under a safety car for safety car happens?"
I can't remember what I listened to. What podcast?
Because Stella's been on the wall himself. He's been on the pit wall. That's what I don't understand.
Well,
I understand he's an engineer and he builds cars. He's got PhD and stuff like that. But he's also done the other side, the racing side of things. So if the strategy team are telling him before the race, "Oh, we're not going to box under a safety car if there's a safety car under 10 laps," then he has to go back to them and say, "What the hell are you talking about?"
The thing is, somebody mentioned on a podcast this weekend, said, Andrea Stella, like Stella we trust, right? We had that that was our hashtag here. But they said there's a reason why he keeps bouncing from team to team. And I was
he didn't bounce team to team.
I was like, whoa.
What is this? He's been on 2 teams. He's been on Ferrari. He's been on McLaren. He's been at McLaren since 2014. Who started this narrative?
I can't remember who it was, what podcast it was. I listened to so much content over this weekend.
I don't listen to any content after.
He didn't listen to...
I have no information. I didn't listen to any content whatsoever. That is a false narrative. Whoever said that, I need to pull him up. He was at Ferrari during the Schumacher days. He was at Ferrari all the way to when Alonso was at Ferrari. Then he followed Alonso to McLaren, and he's been at McLaren ever since.
I'm trying to think. Was it Ted Kravitz on his notebook? Why does that ring a bell?
He's a stalwart.
I'm trying to think. Why does that ring a bell? Maybe it's not, but it felt like it ring a bell. Anyway, yeah.
But Stella was there in 2010. Petrov.
Petrov, yeah.
Alonso.
Alonso, yeah.
And the guy that did that strategy got fired. So
yeah. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. Look, shout out to Sully, who says Randy Singh needs to go. Been saying this since Hungary 2024. I stopped watching other channels after Las Vegas, says Reincarnation. No, I will not forgive McLaren, says Nom. Someone said you can take the man out of Ferrari, but not Ferrari out of the man. Oh, this is bad. I didn't listen to any podcasts or stuff in the last 2 weeks. Why would I torture myself? No, thanks.
Exactly. I haven't listened to anything. I would never listen to it. I haven't listened to any content. I've seen stupid tweets and that's it.
Reincarnation says, whatever happens in AD, I won't be watching it live.
I'm not.
Didn't watch the race. I'm watching my team winning the Norwegian League. We haven't won since 91. Norwegian
Fantastic.
League. Which team's this? I dabble on the European football front, but I need to double check. What's the Norwegian? Because the season's finishing, no? Because that man can't play it throughout the winter. Norwegian.
Is it Viking? Viking beat Bodo Glimt.
Because Bodo Glimt have flopped it, haven't they? They bottled it this year.
Yeah, they flopped last minute.
FK.
No, they finished second, 70 points. Viking won. Quality stuff. At least you saw some winning, man.
At least you got some winning. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is a McLaren podcast, but yeah. Bodo Glimt flopped it, man. They flopped it bad. Where's Rosenborg? Some of these teams from back in the day, Rosenborg and Mulder, where have they all gone? Are they not good anymore? But yeah, shout out to them. McLaren, please. David, what's going on? Shout out to David, man. Yeah, he's been even beyond. He wanted to jump on, he wanted to jump in. He cracks realize in Peter. What? He cracks realize in Peter. He hasn't done that lately. Something just
look, Lando ain't cracked nothing. He's been fine. He's been completely fine, bro.
Mahad, please, I still have hope. Don't take that away from me, says Drea.
I've got no hope. Drea, you can have hope. All of you lot can have hope. I'm probably the most hopeful McLaren positive fan. When we were in the trenches in 2022, we weren't doing well. I was the positive guy, yeah?
You had more.
Right now, I've had it. I've had it up to here, man. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm not supposed to be that guy in the most trying times and stuff like that, but you're hitting me with a head. You're hitting me on the head with a baseball bat, bro. At some point, I'm gonna get knocked out.
McNick is trying it. Yeah, if Piastri finishes third in a two-man race, conversations need to be had. Has it?
Yes, because how did this even happen? I know some part of it was him, but this last couple weeks, no way. Yeah. He could have easily secured P2.
Yeah, man. Max having the same amount of wins as Oscar and Lando is criminal. They can't have 6-7 race wins each. They can't. Uzair says the fact that McLaren have already bottled a 1-2 in the Drivers' Championship is criminal. So many points thrown away, man. This is basically 2007 without the disqualification. Hold it there, mate. The season isn't over. That's what I'm saying. The way how this season has been, I don't know, man. Jack says, trust us to ruin Abu Dhabi 1-2 and hand Max the title. Like on a serious note, though, yeah. If Max Verstappen is the world champion next week, what are we doing? As a podcast, as a fandom, as a group, as a nation, as a group of people, what are we doing? All
I can do is accept it.
Are we doing a pod?
Guys, would you like us to do a pod? If that happens, would you like us to do a pod? Would you like us to do a stream? Or should we just pack it up and we'll see you next year?
I'll tell you what. I'll come back if we go and we find out that Christian Horner is the new team principal.
Why would I want? I don't want somebody with those type of allegations in the room.
No, man, you don't want those. Mahad, I don't think I can do awards this week. I don't have the stomach for it.
What awards?
Okay, guys,
if we're doing awards, yeah, Oscar 10, Lando 8.
Yeah.
Because of his little wobbles in qualifying. Lando 8.
Pit stop was there
pit stop crew, fantastic work. 2 fastest pit stops of the whole weekend.
1-9.
Fantastic.
And then what?
Strategy minus 900,922.
Do you know what's funny? Last week we were debating what's strategy, what's this, what are we calling strategy, what are we calling this? You know, this week they said we saw McLaren saw us last week and said we saw what problem you lot had last week in debating. We're gonna make it easy for you. We're gonna make it easy for you. Trey is saying yes, we must do a stream because there's no peace anywhere else. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you, Trey. Treya, we love you. We'll do it for you. We'll do a stream, even if Max wins.
Dragging my legs, kicking and screaming, mate. Kicking and screaming. Honestly, yeah, no, it will be so hard, so freaking hard to watch. This
was very hard. I'd rather have a nap right now than do this.
You'd rather have a what? A nap?
I'd rather have a nap right now than do this because this is quite torturous to even discuss this again.
I just boxed off a Nando's and I'm just there like, I don't need this. I actually don't need this. I genuinely don't need this. Do you know what I mean? I don't need this. But yeah, we just need a simple, boring race, don't we? I just need a simple, boring race. Says no, don't care if Lando or Oscar wins as long as both drivers are on the podium. We would honestly. Lewis Hamilton 2025 is as bad as Vettel 2020. That's a discussion that needs to be had at some stage, for sure. But yeah, honestly, Mohammed says the real question, guys, does Oscar give Lando his position if Max is winning the race? Because to be honest, if it was me, I'm not going to do it. Oscar's a great guy. He'll follow the rules this season.
If he knows he has to win the race and he's got no chance. Let's say Max is 20 seconds up the road. So 20 seconds up the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Russell second, Oscar's third, Lando's fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lando has to finish third to win the championship.
Correct.
Oscar's not achieving anything by finishing third. You'd have to swap positions, no? They'd have to put the order in. If they don't put the order in, they're incompetent. Because you're just going to let this guy win.
What did Zach say?
But he's 20 seconds up the road. None of you men are winning. What are you talking about?
He said,
if Max is 20 seconds up the road, he has to give up the place. If he doesn't give up the place, fair play. He decided, look, I'd rather none of us win.
No, but like if McLaren say, guys, you guys are free to race.
I know Zach already said that. Zach
said so McLaren.
Zach is chatting shit.
I'm adding to the scenario. Let's add one more piece. Zach and Stella say, guys, you're free to race. What does Oscar do? Because I still think Oscar will do the right thing and let Lando through. I say the right thing. That's not even the right
both of them have given each other wins multiple occasions. Yeah. Lando gave this guy a sprint win without even being ordered to.
Yeah.
But championship, it's a bit different. Free to fight for this is the point. This is the point. Yeah. There's an exact scenario I've just given you. Yeah. Max is 20 seconds up the road. There's 3 laps remaining. George Russell is 10 seconds up the road. He's second. Yeah. Oscar and Lando are right next to each other, third and fourth. Oscar's not fighting for anything. He's not winning the championship in that scenario. Lando is. Not. So what is the point of saying free to fight in that scenario? This is why I don't believe them when they say this, bro.
You don't believe them?
It's bullshit. Because people are saying, oh, if the championship on the line. Yes, if the championship on the line where Oscar's got a chance, yeah, Oscar's not going to give up the position. Yeah, and they won't do team orders and stuff like that. But in that scenario, Oscar has no chance of winning the championship. 3 laps remaining. Two cars ahead of him.
Let's say if Max DNFs in the race, does Oscar have to win the championship and Lando finish 6th? Is that the state?
Do we have to? Are we going to go through all the permutations now?
I think I can find it. I'm sure I saw it on Twitter. I think was it Sky or someone put it up on X of all the permutations. I can find it for us. But you know, if it's the case, I'm thinking like I still think like say Max DNFs, right? Oscar can win the title as long as he doesn't let Lando past. What does Oscar do? Let's
go through this right now. If Lando finishes first, second, or third,
yeah,
it doesn't matter where Max and Oscar is. It literally doesn't matter. Yeah,
yeah.
If Lando is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, it doesn't matter what Oscar does. He's not winning the championship.
Okay.
So Oscar has to hope for Lando to be 6th to even win the championship. Oscar can win the race, yeah, and Lando be 3rd, be 5th.
Fifth,
it doesn't matter.
and still lose the title.
You still lose the title.
So
let's say there's a scenario where Lando is 5th place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar is 1st. Max is 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both Max and Oscar are losing the title.
But if Max goes 2nd, Max wins the title.
Yes.
With Lando 5th.
Well, being 4th or 5th.
4th or 5th.
Yeah. So that's why I said if there's a scenario where he's running 4th, he has to give him, and Oscar's 3rd. Oscar doesn't matter. Oscar, you have to hope the guy's
crash turn 1.
6, Lando's 6, and Max's engine blows up.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Say Max is on pole, Lando's 2nd, Oscar starts 3rd. He has to hope for an incident in turn 1, basically. A crash into turn 1, and then that there goes Oscar. See you later. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. Let's see what you guys said in the comments here. I would rather want McLaren to merge into Mercedes team than see Christian Horner.
McLaren's Mercedes back, man.
Jean Cartier is not having
Toto Wolff's the TV, yeah? All right.
Oh, that's so funny. Chris says he has to give up the place. Zach says Zach already said it in terms of the
Zach said it, nothing's happening. Yeah.
Nothing ain't happening. Furlock F1 boy says Stella said that they were free to fight in Abu Dhabi. Nom says Andrea said that he will evaluate during the race. So team orders are going to be an option. Okay. Chris says they basically said that they will let them fight until the last few laps.
Last few laps. That's the caveat right there. That's my scenario. That's my scenario. If it's like 3 laps remaining, Max is down the road. You have to.
Yeah, you just got to do it. Drea says, honestly, I hope it won't come to that. That would be even worth than losing. Lando won't get any credit, and true. If
Oscar's only winning if Max and Lando crash into each other.
Yeah, man. Z says I don't think Oscar does it. Championships is every man for himself. Chris saying here that Oscar has to do it. If he doesn't, I don't think he'd survive in the team.
I don't think if that happened, I don't think. And then Max ended up winning because Oscar didn't get out of the way. I think Oscar's not on the team next season. Because you have to remember, Zach's got exit clauses for both Lando and Oscar in their contracts. He can leave. He can get rid of them.
Yeah, I think Oscar will do the right thing. I think Oscar will do it. I don't think Oscar will be.
There's nothing. That's nothing. Both of these guys have done it. The only time it's not been done, and it took too long, was when Lando was doing it in Hungary because he took too long.
He took long, yeah. Why do I have a horrible feeling that that's going to be it's going to be a total mess? Because it will be. Here's the truth of the matter, guys. It will be a total mess next week.
Whatever you think it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah, we've all got 3 or 4 scenarios in our head. Count on them. Count on one of them doing it for sure. Lando has got to get 6 in order for Oscar to win. Yeah, they basically said that they will let them race until the last few laps. Shout out to Sarah who says if Max is still in it, and it's the last laps, why would Oscar ruin his relationship with Lando and the team by not swapping though? Yeah,
exactly. Because at that moment in time, Peter, he's not winning the championship. So what? Why would you stop your teammate from winning the championship?
Yeah, and here's
it'd be extremely spiteful to do.
Here's the number one comment. I have faith in the drivers. I don't have faith in the pit wall.
And that for me personally, that's the scarier part.
Yeah.
There is a way this pit wall can engineer these men being 6th and 8th. There is a way they can do that. They can magic that up somehow.
Struggling behind a Kimi Antonelli who's defending for his life.
On a track where you can't really overtake either.
And the track's not.
This car's asthmatic. Did you see it behind Kimi Antonelli? The DRS don't work, bro.
Did you say it's asthmatic?
We're the only team in Formula 1 where our DRS don't work.
Yeah, you're right. Behind Kimi Antonelli was a nightmare.
Thank you, Kimi, for having that wobble.
Yeah,
I feel sorry about all the abuse he's getting. It's outrageous. It's clearly a rookie error. What happened?
Is it even a rookie error?
Yeah, he had a big boy in the high speed. He's not really good in the high speed ladder.
Because Karun Chandok did like a role play of what happened, and it was like, he flopped like I think turn 9, which affected turn 10 and 11, and by the time it was done, he was cooked. Them ones, it was finished. Drea says Stella said they won't do it until it's impossible, but if in the last few laps there would be a scenario they'll have to do what they have to do. Exactly. Felix says, imagine the last lap. The last lap. OFAD. What does that mean? Imagine last lap.
Last lap of AD.
Of AD. Okay. Yeah. Oscar tries to let Lando through, but it ends up like a Max Lewis Jeddah 21 incident. Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, that would be something.
What would you do, Mahad, if they DNF'd each other?
That'd be hilarious.
It'd be hilarious. So Max would have to finish where? If
they two crashed into each other, then the whole season is a failure on everybody.
On everybody. Where would Max have to finish to win the title?
Every facet of the team, apart from the people that engineered the car. Just don't even put that out there.
But say it happens, yeah. Where does Max have to finish if there's no McLarens in the points?
No way. I think like fifth.
Because he's 12 points. So what, he can finish P5? 4?
Fourth.
P4. Okay.
He has to finish fourth.
Likely scenario is that Max is in P1 and we are in the same mess, some mess behind the Mercs. Z says Oscar needs way too much for it to go his way. Yeah, agreed. Sonoda, Hadja, Lawson will find a way to make life difficult for Oscar and Lando. Some random people. Merck's straight line speed in Qatar was insane. It was really good. The traction coming at the exit.
Their traction's crazy. Their traction's all season.
That was mad.
The thing, this is the problem. Yeah, if we get the same result that we got in Qatar, Lando loses the title. And Max wins.
Yeah. If Max has this exact same result, he wins the championship. He wins the.
That's what the scary part is. Because they've already shown you that this result can happen.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say the Verstappen fan base is the worst in F1 right now. Kimi gets nowhere near as much hate. If Verstappen was behind him, it was sickening. I was getting so frustrated about that. Like, why are we so slow in the DRS? It's true. What's that? Latifi. I was going to say, I saw that.
He wants a little crash gate. He wants a little crash situation.
Oh, God, not again. I would rather Norris qualified right behind Max and just follow him the whole race, pit stop and all. Yeah, boy. Why not? Max has to win and hope Lando is off the podium. Yep. We really need to worry about the other Red Bull drivers because they are going to make it difficult for the boys. Yeah, that's a good point. They will get involved, won't they? They will get involved. Seriously, why are Red Bull still allowed to have 4 cars running in 2 teams? I love how we're bringing it up now. What happened if 3 of them get Adelaide? Mate, if you imagine if all 3 cars, don't even they get done out here, and we just close the season, Lando wins it just by the fact you didn't even have to turn up. Be mad. What's your prediction ahead of Abu Dhabi?
I think we'll get the same result as we get today. As we got in Qatar.
Wow. This is why it's hilarious. Red Bull were angry about Kimi, like Max doesn't have 3 teammates here for real. Didn't Oscar have a turn 1 crash with Max last year?
Yes, he did. That was outrageous.
He did have a turn 1, Max. If Piastri is second, Max is first, Norris is third. Would Piastri drop to 4th to let Lando get to the 3rd for him to win the title? Yeah, we believe he will. But well, I need all the Merc powered cars to work together. It's true. I think I might try not to hope at this point. I'm sure I can survive this weekend, honestly. Lando finishes on the podium and we wrap this up, says Z. That's Z's prediction.
What about you? What's yours?
I think Lando will become champion finishing P3. I think Oscar will win the race, and I think Max will finish second. That's my prediction. Oscar, Max, Lando. And Lando will be champion. But I still have a little bit of hope for Oscar, man. You know, you could imagine my delight when I saw Oscar come back on form in that sprint pole, in that sprint race.
And then it all went to shit. And now he's third in the championship.
I was there reliving it, man. I was there reliving the good old Oscar days. I still haven't forgiven Rick for that fastest lap. Yeah, for real. I think Lando gets the podium, says Chris. I think you guys got it. Red Bull have
What's all your predictions, guys? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know your predictions. But honestly, Lando was always very good in AD. Yeah, he was indeed, including 2020 and 21. He qualified 4th in P3 and the 4th fastest car. Yeah, that was very true. I see Lando winning. See Lando winning the race as a reincarnation. 3 of them on the podium. Max P1. But yeah, and I guess it doesn't matter because Lando will be champ. I hope so. That's what happens, Peter. Yeah, I mean, McLaren didn't need to take it, man. Lando AD 24 repeat, 100% will take that. Lando always gets good at Abu Dhabi, so I have confidence that he will close it. So do I. Max Russell and Lando. Wait. Oh, Max P1, Russell P2, Lando P3, Oscar P4. Says Ferrari. I mean, says the Lewis Hamilton guy. Oscar missing FP1.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, for Pato Award.
That's okay. Still There's still FP3.
P1 and AD don't even matter.
Probably doesn't.
The day, man.
I think Lando will get a podium and AD suit the McLarens. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm going with all in on McLaren 1-2. Otherwise, why have I sat through McLaren shenanigans this year? Yeah, I know all the shenanigans just to get us a 1-2 at the end.
A lot of wasted hours, man.
You know, Lando needs to win. Put it all to bed. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be crazy. Get your seatbelts on. Make sure they're fastened because we are gonna be in for one hell of a ride. And I don't know if we'll be able to stomach it. We'll have to wait and see, man. We're winning this, guys. Next stream is a celebration. Listen, we'll get the bottles out, get your rose water, get your champagne, whatever.
If we win, do we go live immediately?
What am I doing on Sunday? I'm just trying to think. I don't know if I'm going to watch the race live. The race is at 1, isn't it? 1 in the afternoon here.
No, but I'm saying, do we go live that evening?
We can go live that evening. Yeah, 100%.
Should we do a race day stream, guys? If we win.
All right, cool.
If we don't win, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, if it's a Tuesday pod, then we know what's happened. Oh, mate. I love watching championship battles as a neutral. There you go. If we were not winning this, I'll give all my merch to charity. I brought Prosecco for Qatar, which is still sat in the fridge.
Let's just hope it doesn't have to sit there a whole year.
Oh,
actually, drown your sorrows if it's
yeah, that's a drowners, man.
It goes against us.
If anything, yes, says Nom. Right, we will do a stream the night of the race, and if not, if we don't win the championship, then we'll have to see you on Tuesday. Hopefully, we see you on Sunday then. If you guys will be around. I think until next time, people. Last one here. I'm really, really scared, but my daughter is here and we do it together. Saturday, we go to the F1 exhibition to fight against the nerves. Excellent scenes, man. Let us know how it was. And look, people are just putting it into the ether. Sunday evening will be great. See you on Sunday. You'll be
see you on Sunday. Yeah, is that the good energy?
Okay. That's the energy. We're going to end it on that. We're going to close it on there. We will see you guys on Sunday to talk about which one of our drivers has won this championship. Until next time, we are out. Peace.